the teaching it says, Jume yishi ji joba na tso tsao. Like Jume is like it's that speechless, I say, speechless or soundless base, wisdom. It refers as a wisdom. So it's not just absence of sound or quietness is referred as a wisdom. But the absence of sound which contains luminosity, which contains the awareness of that silence, it's referred as a wisdom, wisdom of silence. I think that's kind of big. If we are practicing silence, I think that's kind of very big information, a very important thing to remember. Practice of silence is not just being quiet, but being aware of that quietness. And it also feels very big different, right? When you are aware of that silence, it really, really feels great. Feels good, feels connected, feels restful, feeling healing. In a way, like every moment of silence is finding a new enlightened vocabulary. You know, the words that you never heard before, never thought of before, bum, you know, like, wow, that's not my normal ego's word, choice of vocabulary. You know. A new vocabulary is opening up, new dictionaries are opening up, new poetry is opening up. New communications is opening up, in which they contain some sense of degree of clarity, directness, kindness. You know, communication is very much like that, right? How many times we feel like we're trying to be so nice to somebody, nobody cares about your niceness. Other time you're trying, looks like a mean, but people love at what you have to say. Has nothing to do with tone of voice, even the choice of words, but it has something to do with the genuineness of where it's coming from. You know, like you hear some people like speaking so soft, pure, nice, or something like that. And you hear those things, but you also kind of know you really don't care about that. Because it doesn't sound nice, but the source has some problem. Sometimes somebody saying something looks like rough, doesn't look that kind, but you get excited about it. Why? It has nothing to do with the words, but it has something to do with the source. Why? Probably that person is more connected with that source, connected with that sense of deeper sense of silence, source of silence there. It doesn't matter how what person is talking, what person is talking. It seems like it makes sense, it means helpful. Seems like one can relate to, one attracted to. So that absence of movement is relation to the wisdom, absence of sound is relation to the wisdom, absence of thought is related to the wisdom, so thoughtless relation to the wisdom, speechless relation to the wisdom, the absence of movement relation to the wisdom, they are all related to the wisdom. That's why we call three doors, doors to that wisdom. But it's not only about being quiet. So what I'm trying to say, it's not only about being quiet. Most important role in these three places is the awareness, not absence of actions, of movement, speech, and thoughts. Awareness. Reason why I emphasize this, because there's a good chance people are just still, not aware of it. Like a mountain, like that museum guard. If you are, it's better to figure out that sooner than the later. Or find a good job in a museum guard. At least you get paid, not you don't have to pay to be silent, you know. Right? You come all the way to fly here, paying the flight, paying the retreat, and be the silent. Very inefficient, right? That makes sense? So it's like a sense, in a way, it seems like a kind of connectedness, right? Kind of connectedness. Because we seek connection. We seek connection. We see child seeking connection to the mother. The awareness is seeking connection to the base, you know, and it's like a connection. So that we are feeling connection to that stillness, connection to that silence, connection to that spaciousness. That connection, it has something to do with the awareness of being connected. If there's no connection, if there's no awareness, then there's no connection. If there's no connection, being still is not helpful.